What in the world is a snowy owl doing all the way down in Chattanooga, Tennessee? Hello and good afternoon. It's Heather and Phil, and we are in Chattanooga, Tennessee, someplace. And the word is that there is a snowy owl here in the greater Chattanooga area, and our friend Joy and others have kind of clued us in on where to look for this owl. So we are going to ride through a residential neighborhood looking for a snowy owl. I've got Heather in the back seat. We're both going to shoot out of the driver's side of the car. Heather's using the Z50, and once again she's using my NIKKOR 200 to 500 f5.6, and I'm using my Z50. And as usual, my number one go-to bird rig is the 500 f4 and the 1.4 teleconverter. So we're going to head over in the general direction of where we hope the bird still is, because it's crazy for a snowy owl to be here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. And if we see it, maybe we'll get some pictures and show you. Well, here we are just driving down this suburban street, and it's pretty easy to find the bird. We were a block away on the road before we got into the neighborhood, and I could look across and see all the photographers. Look, I mean, there's people everywhere.
It's right there on that roof.
Well, shoot it, honey.
Well, I'm trying to get the insert on this.
Look at all these people. Lots and lots of people.
I'm terrible at putting inserts on.
So there's the house, and you can see the snowy owl perched on the roof where it stayed for quite some time. Well, Heather and I parked just a little ways down the road, about 3 houses down from the house where the snowy owl is on the roof, and we just happened to find a great composition. Most of these people are shooting with bright sky in the background, but from right here there's a tree directly behind the bird up on the roof over there. So that allows us to have some contrast between the white bird in the background. But there are so many photographers up the road here. I may just walk down the street and let you see them all. How you doing? Lots and lots of people out shooting. Big cameras, little cameras, and everything in between. All here to see our visitor from the north. See, we were planning on shooting out of the car like this person here, but with all these people on the road, we decided to get out. Okay, so this is my shot from outside the subdivision on the main road before we turned in, and all the rest of the shots are from inside the subdivision, so they're from a different direction. And this is Heather's shot from right after we got out of the car. Really nice job using the 200 to 500. Heather got some really great ones, I thought, and did a nice job with her edit. Here is my shot. I think mine's cropped maybe a little bit less than hers, and I don't know, maybe the more cropped version looks better, but this is a beautiful shot with the tree in the background. And now here's another one of Heather's of the beautiful snowy owl with its amazing eyes, and I love those furry looking talons that it has. Here's another one of my shots. This is still when we were down by the car with the pine tree in the distant background. And then look at this next shot of Heather's of the owl yawning. You know, it never did leave this position the entire time we were there, and so there wasn't a whole lot to observe, but it was fun to watch it yawn. And then here's another one of my shots. By this time I had moved up a little bit closer. No one got closer than across the street. And here's another one of Heather's shots. She is still down the hill from directly across the street on this shot right here. Now my next shot, another, you know, the yawning was one of the few things that we could observe the bird do. So here's my photograph of the bird yawning, which I thought came out really nice. And you can really see the talons well in this one. And here is another one of Heather's shots. In this one you can see the talons really well and the beautiful yellow eyes. And my next shot is, I think, the same series as the last yawning shot, except for this is a little bit later. And on this one, you can see the beautiful snowy owl's tongue sticking out, which I thought that was kind of interesting. And you can see the talons really well. And then I like this little side-eyed glance that Heather has captured. And by this time, Heather was up nearly directly across the street where I was a lot of the time. And then this is my last shot of the video. This is another yawn. And it is, on this one, you can see inside the mouth really well and see all the red color in there. All the rest of the photos are Heather's. Heather thought this one was cute with it. You know, it was kind of in and out of sleep the entire time we were there. And this next one of Heather's shots, I believe it's preening, and really, really pretty, beautiful shot, I thought, of this nice behavior. And then here is Heather's last shot. Another one, it's kind of fluffing up its feathers in this shot, and she captured the beautiful yellow eye really well. And now I used the Z50 and made a few clips. I failed to bring a tripod. I don't know what I was thinking. And my camera was still in 4x slow motion mode. So all of these clips are at 25% speed. But because of that, I did manage to capture the bird a little bit, even though I was really, really wobbly with that huge lens on just a monopod. So it was cool to see the bird, and I really wish I'd brought the tripod. I would have gotten some better video clips and probably would have figured out that I was in slow motion mode. And so the clip right at the beginning of the video is also in slow motion with the Z50 and the 500 f4 and the 1.4 teleconverter. Well, that was completely insane. Just here in this little subdivision in Chattanooga, taking pictures of a snowy owl on top of a house. Apparently Harry Potter lives here or something. It was really fun. I don't know, we had the idea that we were going to shoot out the window of the car and not get out, so we didn't disturb this neighborhood, but you know, there was 10 photographers out, so we got out, and really should have brought our tripods. So that was an error, but it was still cool, you know, and we may come back another day, and it may still be here, or this, you know, hopefully it flies back to where it is supposed to be soon, you know, because they're not supposed to be in Tennessee. But it was a really cool thing to be able to see one and get pictures of it without having to travel to the Arctic. What'd you think?
It was awesome.
Cool.
That 200 to 500 is heavy.
Yeah. All right, so we're heading out now. Yeah. It's not that house, it's the second house, but look at all these people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 in the car. Here's some more up here. 16, 17, 18, 19. So if you get an Arctic bird in your neighborhood, you're liable to have a crowd coming to visit if you live in Tennessee. Crazy. Thanks for watching. If you like the content, give us a thumbs up. We look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye-bye.